All right, come on, let's go. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving your perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere. So we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion here, folks. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. All right, so I have to talk about this because this past week, recording this Thursday, I believe it's November 6, 2025, heading into the home stretch of 2025, getting into about to get into 2026, and got that Thanksgiving, and once we have the holidays and all that, and we know as a college football fan, more in particular Michigan Wolverines football fanatic, got that big game coming. They got the number one team in the country coming to the big house in a couple weeks, and they're coming with absolute vengeance. I told you. I believe I addressed it in I think I addressed it in a Medium article where, by the way, if you're not following me on Medium, medium.com/@MoveSwiftly, I addressed the way if the Michigan Wolverines showed up the way they played Purdue, if they've been showing up the way they've been playing all year, when Ohio State comes to the big house, if they show up that way, we will get our ass kicked, and there will not be a 5 in a row. But if we show up again with intention and focus and really make these next 3 weeks really about focusing on getting better on the simple things, the tackling, the catching, the hitting guys, the making the plays you need to be making, then we're going to make it really interesting, and we will go 5-0 because we'll have that hometown edge, right? We got to make it close for that game. But anyway, that's me thinking too far ahead. As far as today's Move Swiftly thought, because of all that, I have to address the Minnesota Detroit Lions game. I have to address it because it was the representation, and it's everything I teach. So what we teach around here is we take the innovative teamwork lessons that you learn on the football field, and we apply them to businesses and business owners so they have that staff that moves like a championship football team, right? And when you look at how everything was set up between the Vikings and the Lions, it's in Detroit, right? In Michigan, you had J.J. McCarthy, former Michigan quarterback, national champion quarterback, as the starting quarterback for the Vikings. And then you had Aidan Hutchinson, a legend, Michigan Wolverine. He's the defensive end. He's chasing J.J. McCarthy all around, and, he's making plays. And then you had the GOAT. You had the GOAT on the call, Tom Brady, and he's calling the game. And, J.J. McCarthy hits a absolute dime to close it out. It was a magnificent, hear me when I tell you, it was a magnificent example of what it really means to be a part of something bigger than yourself. And that's what the game teaches all the time. And when it comes to your business as a business owner, again, everything we do around here is leading into what you need to do as a business owner. You need to teach your staff, you need to teach your employees, you need to create a culture, you need to create a pipeline in which people understand when they walk into your business, they're part of something bigger than themselves. They're part of something that's going to last a lifetime. They're part of a legacy. They're part of something in which they can believe in, that they can pass down from generations and generations and generations and generations to come. That's what it's about. All right. So if you want that organization, if you want that team, that group that moves, or that system, we'll say it like this, that system and that movement that moves like a championship team, you got to be asking yourself the questions, who are the right people to bring into the organization? And if you want all of that, again, all that is available on makeyourmove.com. I teach all of that. This is what we teach. This is what the philosophy is, what the whole brand is built on. The main website to get into all that, to inquire about all that, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.